Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode. So in today's episode we're going to be experimenting with some soap bubbles. It's a simple mixture of dishwashing liquid and some water. If you don't drop the mug like I've just done and spill all over the studio. It is going to get messy, so make sure that you have some towels, paper towels or cloths or something available. It's also pretty sticky if you mess the mix and everything just sticks to each other. So for this exercise we have behind me the Godox SLW 60 watt light. It's diffused through a deep parabolic softbox with only one layer of diffusion. This box can take 2 layers of diffusion, but I opted to only take 1 layer of diffusion because I really need a little bit harder light than the very soft light of a double diffusion. I'm going to be using my Nikon D750 over here with the Nikon 105 macro lens, but you can use any lens. If you've got a zoom lens, it's much better. Now what you want to do is mix your dishwashing liquid and your water. There's no set way to say 1 part this and 2 parts that. It's just trial and error. Experimenting with it will give you the best results. So have fun with it. It's going to take some time to get used to it. I've just dropped a bunch of dishwashing liquid in a glass, poured some water in, and then poured it into the bowl that we're going to shoot it from. So your setup will be some sort of light source, either from right above the water bubble or from the front or the side, depending on the look you're going for. And then you will need a bowl like this. I've just used a normal breakfast cereal bowl, and then turn it upside down so the hollow part in the bottom of the bowl is where I pour the dishwashing liquid in, and then I just take a straw and I gently blow into the mixture. And then these bubbles, it's like a family gathering. Once you start blowing, you just get thousands of bubbles, which is not ideal. You don't want that. You want one solid bubble that you can use to photograph. Now that also is trial and error. You just have to blow very slowly and very gently, and then you'll see one bubble forming, and just gently pull away, because if you pull away too fast the bubble will burst and, well, you're gonna start all over again. So let's see what we get. So there's your first bubble, and purposely I've only left the SLW60 and these 2 strip lights on so that we can get some reflection of the light on the side of the bubbles. Now something I would never recommend you do. I put the big old softbox, balanced it on 2 chairs on this sort of flimsy table. So don't try this at home with your very expensive lights. But coming from the top, the light works best. So I'm just going to show you what we get if we put the light from the top. Okay, so let me quickly interrupt myself right here. The settings that I used on my camera was shutter speed of 1/125 of a second, because I still want to capture the motion. The bubble is not static. The patterns on the bubble keep moving as the soap sort of twirls around. So 1/125 of a second shutter speed. I used f-stop of f16 because I want a quite deep depth of field. Otherwise you get such a shallow depth of field, only this much of your bubble is in focus. Even though the SL60W light that I used on full brightness, was shining down from the 2 chairs that I packed it on, I still had to bump the ISO up to 500. Now I didn't want to go higher than 500 to get more light into my photos, because you are going to introduce grain or noise into your photos. So there you have it. Camera settings, 1/125th of a second, f16 on the f-stop on the depth of field, and then 500 ISO to just introduce a little bit more light into your photos. Alright, so that's it. Let's get back to the video. So obviously, as you can see, this was a very tough one. By no means am I a soap bubble expert, but yeah, it's some pointers to give you to stay at home and stay safe. And while you are staying safe, keep yourself busy. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. And don't forget to ring the notification bell to get future notifications on videos that will be coming out soon. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe.